He's pro-America, not pro-Israel.
Eric Adams is a clown.
Mamdani looked the camera dead in the eye and said, I'm Donald Trump's worst nightmare, so he's going to retaliate regardless.
President Trump just called Zohran Mamdani a communist and threatened to withhold federal funding from New York City if Mamdani wins the mayoral race. Just a month away from the November election that will decide who will be the mayor of New York City, we're here in New York to ask the city if the president's comments will hurt Zohran Mamdani's chances of being mayor. Do you think Trump's comments are going to have an impact on Mamdani potentially winning?
I don't think so, because he tried that during the primary, and the primary ended up doing, historically well.
I sincerely hope not. I hope that we understand how much of a bully Trump is and how serious fascism is. This is the kind of threat that we can't change course of action just because a big orange bully says so.
I don't think that the constituency that's planning on voting for Zohran really expects much more of Donald Trump, and I think that most of his supporters kind of expect that type of pushback for a quote-unquote radical left campaign that actually campaigns on affordability.
I feel like most of his efforts have gone towards places that he knows he can't really control that well, which is usually cities. I feel like he's a little butthurt because he is from New York and he's had such an impact for so long, but I feel like now we've been pushing back so hard.
I do think that it's a kind of a terrifying thing. It's like a fear tactic.
Especially if you're president, everyone should be able to coexist. And I think the division really causes a rift in our society.
Do you think this will hurt Zohran's chances of winning?
No. And everyone knows that if anyone else becomes mayor, the money we do or don't get from Trump will be irrelevant because it won't be going to the things that Mamdani is going to be giving anyway. And everyone wants those things. Everyone wants good buses. Everyone wants to be able to live here and not have to suffer backward.
Who do you think will win the New York mayoral race?
I mean, obviously Mamdani.
I hope it's Zohran.
Zarhan?
Mamdani, because I'm an optimist.
I do think Mamdani will win.
Zohran, but I can't say for sure.
I mean, obviously, my heart, of course Mamdani.
I think it will be Zohran, though, because I don't think anybody actually likes Eric Adams or Andrew Cuomo. I think they're some of the least charismatic people that they could have chosen to run for the Democratic Party.
He's Muslim, but he's very pro-America.
So we have Cuomo, Mamdani, and that other guy, that Republican guy, which we never vote in Republicans anyway, so he basically doesn't even count. Cuomo basically doesn't count because it's Cuomo. So really, I saw this morning that it said that Mamdani has an 83% chance of winning. So I mean, anything over 50 is great.
Almost it feels dangerous sometimes to be confident, but I think that we have to be confident. And so, yeah, without a doubt. Who else are people going to vote for? Cuomo? No, come on, no.
All the city workers are trying to vote for Cuomo, while all of the newer generation is trying to vote for the Mamdani.
Eric Adams just dropped out of the race. Do you think that this increases Andrew Cuomo's likelihood of winning?
By marginally, very marginally. I've never met anyone that even likes Eric Adams. Whatever percentage he's been polling at, even if that gets added to Cuomo's, I'd be really astonished if it's even a close race.
I sincerely hope not. I mean, I think that if we are able to vote with our genuine interests in mind, that absolutely shouldn't at all. I mean, to me, it's astounding the idea that Cuomo has been able to reemerge as a politician. It just shows to me how corrupt the whole system is and how much we have to avoid having people like him return to power.
I didn't really see him doing that well from the start. I don't even think Eric Adams was doing that well from the jump anyway. So honestly, I feel like they were kind of neck and neck and losing. So to be honest, I don't really see it making that big of a difference in my personal opinion. Maybe people that were going to vote for Eric Adams would vote for Cuomo, but they were butting heads so much. I don't really see how their separate groups could really switch one for the other.
It's difficult to tell. I didn't think that Trump was going to win the popular vote, so here we are.
He won't beat Mamdani. Mamdani's going to win. Just the way how Trump was the anomaly, we're going to have another one. But there's no yin, there's no yang. Why do you think he's trying to do that? because he knows. And he didn't have to be a reality star to be a politician
Could we get a
or a
reaction?
billionaire.
Could we get a reaction on Eric Adams dropping out?
Eric Adams is a clown. From a black person to another black person, I love to see black people in power, but I think he's a clown. He just shows up. He's like a scapegoat. He's a token. He doesn't, just like Kamala. Barack did way more than what Eric Adams could do.
Cuomo is very loved by the left and the right, which is the issue with Cuomo. He hasn't done a thing for the MTA though, which is why I like Zamboni so much.
Adams actually dropped out past the deadline, so his name will still be on the ballot. Do you think that's going to confuse New Yorkers?
Probably. I imagine that if somebody was planning on voting for Adams, that they still would, if that's the case. If you see a name on the ballot, like, you'd probably just assume that they're running.
That sort of thing might just have people filling in a bubble for somebody that is no longer a candidate, but they don't realize it. Yeah.